I write for a variety of places: Eater, Washington City, Paper, Tasting Table, both locally and nationally. I also work at Atlantic Media Strategies, which is the consulting firm of Atlantic, the magazine, so not so hip or technology focused. But we actually recently launched a consulting firm inside of the media company about 3 years ago, focusing on some of the same issues of digital conversion, but as it applies to mission-driven organizations. So I'm really excited to have our panel here. There are two people who are new additions here, and they both come from the fast casual space, which I think is kind of unique for DC, particularly because it seems to be a hub of fast casual activity. So I have Teresa here, who's from Sweetgreen, and then I have Michael over here, who's from Think Food Group. Think Food Group is a larger restaurant group of a just launched beefsteak, which is super hot right now. So I'll have you both sort of introduce yourselves to the group, and then also a trickier question will be if you can tell us your favorite fast casual that is not the company that you work for.
Okay, here we go. So again, with Think Food Group, just as a little bit of a recap, I take for granted sometimes that not everybody in the DC area knows who Chef Jose Andres is and Think Food Group, right? I just mind blown, right? Anyway, Chef Jose Andres is responsible for a lot of restaurants in the Penn Quarter region: Jaleo, Chinchilcano, Zetinia, Oyamel, Mini Bar Mini, to name a few. And just within the last few years, we took a foray into the fast casual world with Beefsteak opening in Foggy Bottom, and it's our spin on veggies. So Beefsteak's growth has been really exciting as of late, opening 3 locations just recently with Tenleytown in University of Pennsylvania and Montgomery County in the mall there as well. So I guess what my favorite fast casual
Favorite
is?
fast casual.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna have to go with Ant Pizza. Okay, props to that there. I've got one in my neighborhood in Columbia Heights, and from a branding perspective, really crisp, really on point branding there.
Teresa?
Well, hey guys, nice to be here. Very excited to come down from New York. I actually lived in DC for about 10 years. Moved to New York about 5 months ago, and this is my first time back, so thanks for having me. I'm the director of product at Sweetgreen. I've been with the company for almost 4 years now. Fun fact, I was one of their first marketing interns, and they had 3 locations. I was the photographer, which was awful. It ended up being terrible for everyone. We have no memories of the event in digital format, but of the first Sweet Life Festival, which started in the parking lot behind our DuPont location. So I started on the marketing side, now work more on our consumer-facing technology. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Sweetgreen, we're a fast casual concept, as Tim mentioned, and really think of ourselves as a lifestyle brand. We're on a mission to bring healthy eating to more neighborhoods, more communities throughout the country. We have 48 locations as of this week. I think we opened up in Wall Street, New York. So it's been very exciting. I've seen quadruple growth since I started back up after my internship. But I think for Sweetgreen, technology and marketing have always been 2 themes, and that's really evolved since I came back on board 4 years ago, and I'm excited to share some of those learnings with you guys today. As for my favorite fast casual, I eat a lot of Sweetgreen. That's one of the best perks of being there. But I'm also a sucker for grilled cheese and unhealthy things too. So stuff like the Melt is near and dear to my heart. I don't know, ask me tomorrow, I'll probably have a different answer. Thank you guys.
It's crazy that you have over 40 locations, because I remember the first one that opened. This is a question for everyone. I think I want to start the conversation off pretty simply and then maybe get a little bit more technical. For the people who are in the crowd, I think a lot of people are restaurant owners or GMs or front of house operations. What is one digital tactic they can take right now that they can do tomorrow that can help improve their business? And that can go to any of you, whoever wants to start that conversation.
I can start. I think one thing that's really easy is just email marketing. We get so many restaurants that get started on Bento Box, and we are always like, put a sign up for email updates on your website. And they're like, no, we're not ready to do newsletters, or we don't do that kind of stuff. And I'm like, just collect the email addresses, because one day you're gonna want to do it. So I think that that's a really simple, cheap, easy way, and a lot of restaurants have things changing all the time. The menu changes, events happen, and it's a really easy way to just keep your restaurant top of mind.
Yeah, just to echo that as well, but one of the things for at least local restaurant owners, right, who don't have the corporate dollars to go out there and just drop a lot of coin on, marketing